Welcome to the show. You went to the movies this week?
What's that got to do with chocolate?
Did you have chocolate?
Wait, speaking of chocolate, you know what I had today in home that I have not had in years?
Curly Whirly.
Close.
Wagon wheel.
Chomp.
Tiny titties.
You're really on the right track.
Chomp.
No.
Oh. A Mars bar.
No. That's not. Oh. I went to this cafe called the Gingerbird. And I got a cappuccino,
redhead?
and the other guy I was with got a cappuccino as well. There? And you know what they gave us with the coffee?
What?
Jaffas.
Oh, yum. I love Jaffas.
I ate it. I'm like, this is a Jaffa. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I've had a Jaffa in like 10 years.
Did he freak out?
It tasted so good.
Is that the biscuit thing?
It's like a little red ball.
Yeah.
Orange
There's the Jaffa cakes and then there's the Jaffa balls. Yeah, they're so good.
I'm thinking of the Jaffa cakes.
I love Jaffas.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Jono was
the movie.
Jono was eating Jaffas at the movies.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I did, before the movie though, gone to dumplings with some friends.
Ooh.
Yum.
What kind of dumplings?
Steamed?
Nice.
Fried. No, pan-fried. Pan-fried dumplings.
Nice.
The eggplant ones are the best. You go to Chinese Noodle House, get the eggplant ones. They're not on the menu, but you ask for them and they're really good.
Oh,
Okay.
But give them a chance to cool down.
Menus, yeah.
Give them a chance to cool down because they're freaking hot when they come out.
Tell me about it.
Anyway, went to the George Street cinemas.
Ooh.
Do not go to the chat time there. I got the taro milk tea and it was like they like soggy paper was in there or something that had like broken up. It had this like powdery like texture to it.
Were they possessed by a spirit of evil and fear?
No, I just don't think they cared about the tea at all.
The dark.
Maybe it was old.
I don't know. It looked like they made it on the spot. Anyway, because we went back and asked them and they were like, oh, that's how it is because we used the powder. Like, why would you admit to
And you
something
were like-
being granular?
They're like, oh yeah, it's bad. That's how we made it.
It was weird. Anyway, that was weird. The cinemas were nice though. We went in, watched It.
Oh,
How many people were you with?
2.
Okay.
In my
Two
crew.
It
other
makes a difference in horror
Yeah.
movies.
Okay.
to know.
Yeah. I sat in the middle because I was going to be the most scared. I didn't want to watch it.
Was it scary?
Yes.
How scary was it?
Pretty scary.
So I'm keen to see this movie, but I don't like scary movies.
I don't like scary movies either, but I liked this movie.
What's another
Oh, wow.
scary movie that you've seen that
Can't
was
think of
scary?
one. Don't like scary movies.
Did you watch Get Out?
I did. That's not a scary movie though.
That wasn't very scary.
It's more like a thriller though, right? Like I don't know. I don't normally go to watch like horror movies.
Right.
Like I wouldn't watch The Witch.
Oh, that
I
was
don't know
good.
if you guys
That was so good.
You've seen
I
that?
have.
Yeah.
I've heard good
Did
things.
you like it?
Yeah, but it's not like scary. It's like creepy. The Witch. It's not like.
okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
jumpy.
So from the start here, let's make a separation between jump scare, scary,
And just
and
scary.
like scary.
I think that's scarier though, the not jump scare stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Correct.
this movie had too many jump scares.
Mm.
I felt like the horror aspect of it relied too much on jump scares.
Mm.
Because a lot of the scenes followed the formula of like the music swells,
Yeah.
and then something scary suddenly happens,
Right.
Yeah.
and then it eases off.
I have heard that, and like by the end, it like wasn't as scary anymore.
Yeah, but the reason this movie's good is because you actually like the characters.
Mm.
Oh.
It has compelling characters, and it has heaps of characters because it's like a gang of kids.
Yeah.
I hear the Stranger Things kids in it.
The Stranger Things kid is in it, and it's set in the 80s, so
Which
it feels
one?
very similar.
Wolfhardian.
Finn Wolfhard.
That's it.
Finn.
I know it had the word wolf in it. That was all I remember.
And he swears like a sailor.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying my best to stay away from spoilers. So if I sound like I'm spoiling something, stop me.
Well, the book came
Blow
out
up.
a lot of years ago. So.
Yeah, and the mini-series. There was a 2-part mini-series in the 90s. Anyway, it's pretty, like, it does go, it's quite gruesome.
Mm.
There are points when it has that creepy, like, unsettling vibe, which
Yeah.
is, I think, the mark of a good horror movie.
Yeah.
Or, like,
Mhm.
that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that leaves me, like, at the end of it going, I don't feel right.
Yeah. There's one
Jump scares you get over once the
Yeah.
adrenaline goes, right?
There's one part from the original one that I think about at least once a week, and it freaks me out. Of when
Once a week is too much.
they have the eggs at the restaurant, and the eggs have like dead chickens in them,
Mm.
and like it doesn't sound scary, but the scene is very, very disturbing.
Mm.
And I think about that a lot. Cause
I'm pretty sure that's a Filipino delicacy.
What they had a
That
Filipino
sounds delicious.
of course it is.
Is this a movie or did your family just stumble into a Filipino restaurant?
It.
All right.
Yeah.
The miniseries? The 2-part
Yeah.
miniseries?
It was when they were adults though, so it probably wasn't because it's only their kids in this one, right?
Yeah, so in the book, I think it has two time parts,
Yeah.
2 time periods, right? It's got the current time period, which when the book was written was like the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and the old time period, which is 60s or 50s.
It was the 50s,
50s, because that's like a 27 years between the it thing happening. They have moved it so that they're doing this part of the movie. This movie is the old part.
Yeah.
It's the
They
flashback.
didn't
It's
try
like
and
one
cram
long
both.
flashback. They didn't stick them together. There's no mention of the future or anything like that. So this is the flashback part, and it's in 88,
Cool.
1988.
80
They're wanting
80s.
to make a franchise out of it, right?
Just 2 movies. So they split the time periods into 2 movies.
Which it definitely will because it's going gangbusters.
It's gone crazy.
Yeah,
Everyone's
it
loving
did. Yeah, it's done really well. It's got 87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And it's the 3rd highest grossing of the year, I think.
Yeah, and apparently it would have been bigger if Hurricane Irma hadn't happened at the same time.
it. True.
Excuses.
No, it's true.
So yeah, good movie, and like you won't, if you're like super into something, like you really want to get scared,
Mm.
I don't think it's the best
Okay.
movie for you. But if you want to watch an entertaining movie, it's good. And if you like Stranger Things, you like it because it has all that 80s nostalgia, but it feels like you can get away with it because it was written in the 80s.
Mm.
So it has an excuse. They're not just doing it for the sake of it. The reason they've moved it to the 80s is I think so that the future one is set in the current time,
Mm.
which gives you the same vibes as what the book had,
Mm.
because the book was written like present day and past.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want it to be past and past, like 2 movies in the past.
No
So,
one wants that.
yeah.
Another thing I read was that Pennywise the clown, he was scary, but also equally scary was just like their lives and like stuff that was going on and the fear that was inhabiting the town.
It's very much about the characters.
Yeah.
I actually feel like Pennywise is quite peripheral
Mm.
to the whole movie.
Well,
But like
isn't his
in a good way,
spirit-
because I don't like in the opposite sense to Valerian, because when we watched it, we were like, why is this guy on screen?
Mm.
With the characters in this movie, you're like, yes, these guys are on screen.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to see more of Pennywise. Like it didn't matter.
Yeah. Was he good though?
Yeah. He's not like he's a jump scare.
Yeah.
I think that kind of reduced him a little bit. But yeah, the kid actors in that are actually really good.
Did
And
you have
The
nightmares?
quality. Did I have nightmares? No, I did feel a little disturbed when I got home though. It
Mm.
was quite late.
I was gonna go see it, but Vanessa's away, and I'll have to sleep in the house by myself. I'll wait.
I was going to go see it, but I'm already terrified of planes, and I didn't want there to be a plane scene with a clown.
There isn't.
Well, good.
So,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean, if you can watch the trailer and not be too freaked out, it won't be much worse than that.
Do they all float down there, though?
Gonna
Oh, you'll
leave-
float
I'm going to
too.
leave that.
What's the...
Oh.
I'll leave that.
Yeah.
That's the
But anyway-
tagline, right? You'll float too.
I don't know what
And
you're talking about.
it also actually did something that I was hoping the Dark Tower movie would do, but didn't do,
Mhm.
and it kind of captured that like weirdness of Stephen King.
Yeah.
Like he's not really
The eeriness.
straight. Yeah, the eeriness. He's not straight horror, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So while it did rely on jump scares a little bit too much, I think it captured just the weird sense of
Mm.
the world.
Mm.
It was good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, not at the movies, though, probably.
Why not?
Why not?
Because...
I think it will be an awesome movies
I don't
experience.
think you'll lose too much from not seeing it in the movies because the jump scares aren't the biggest thing.
I think you'd lose a lot when you don't go to the movies because it's a dark room and everyone's there for the same thing and no one's on their phones and I love it.
Yeah,
I would see it in the movie as
I don't
well.
think you'd be on your phones. This was like I wasn't bored during this movie or anything. It's long.
Yeah.
It is long. I don't know what the runtime is, but it was long.
135 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't notice. The only reason I noticed that is because we watched a really late session, and I wanted to see what
yeah.
time because we have to catch a train home. So I was like,
I wanna get
Just
How
we
stuck.
long
had to
is
get
this
the
gonna-
train after watching that.
yeah,
Oh.
And there's all the clowns roaming around the city.
Yeah.
yeah. Bloody
The clowns are in the news
Redheads.
again.
Yes,
Are they?
They
The
are.
police are saying if you're dressing up like a clown, going around terrorizing
back?
people, they're
Yes,
back.
Because
they
of the
are
movie?
back.
I guess.
There was that viral thing they did to
The
market
balloon
it.
on the
Yeah,
drain.
the balloons on the drain.
Yeah.
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 Clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently the clowns are back.
Well, that makes sense because this movie's out.
Stay safe out there. Clowns about.
Mm.
Don't be clowning around.
These clowns probably don't have the teeth thing happening though.
No. Did he have the teeth thing happening?
He has the teeth thing happening.
Jeez.
Well, that's a staple. The sharp teeth.
He had staples?
No, I don't think they're staples. I think they're teeth.
I hate you guys.
On that note, this
Watch it.
has been Trend Settings episode 59. Thank you for hanging out. Jules, how'd you go? This is your third time here?
Third time lucky. I'm starting
Hopefully.
to feel comfortable in the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
What do you reckon? You gonna come back?
If I'm invited,
So no. I'm just joshing.
Yeah. Bring it
Gotcha.
back.
Well,
Bring
thanks for tuning in, everybody. We love you.
Every guy.
This is Trend Settings. We are Group Settings. You can find us on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram,
Hit that
but
like.
mostly just YouTube because that's where we're at. Or you can just jump on Apple and download the podcast. Or,
Facebook too because we're live.
or hit us up at 8 o'clock every free.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock with parentheses.
with a new time slot.
After 8 o'clock.
Quotation.
Post 8 o'clock.
If nobody's catching flights.
Yeah. I'm Chris.
I'm Ali.
I'm Jules.
I'm Jono.
And we love you.